Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Take your time in the bedroom. Take your time. And you know what? It's scary. I even have to talk about this. Because taking your time is not just, to bring the woman more pleasure, but to bring yourself more pleasure. A lot of dudes be in here rushing and stuff, and anytime it's said that the average amount of time that a man will last in a bedroom is 3 minutes, I'm thinking to myself, well, who getting what out of that? You ain't getting nothing out of it. I mean, yeah, you bust a nut, yeah, you get a good feeling for 3 seconds, but I'm like, what's that? And the woman definitely not satisfied. And if you're in a relationship, only giving her 3 minutes and rushing and everything, well, guess what? Pookie and Ray Ray look real good to her then. And she might not even be the type want to mess with him. Because y'all got to remember, and now even though I've always said Pookie and Ray Ray were overrated, I threw that out there because I know that'd get y'all attention. But seriously, though, if you look at women when they cheat, they ain't cheating just because, you ain't pay some bill or something like that, or you ain't do something emotional. Women cheat for sex. And they cheat for some good sex. And good sex is going to be longer than 3 minutes. Nah, they going to be there a while. You talking the woman going to be in there. She going to have to tap out. When a woman got to tap out, when she tapping out, she tap out, she finished, she curling up like a baby. Oh, nah, that's good. But you got to take your time with that. Take your time. Don't be rushing and everything. You got all day. But see, you get a lot of guys, they got that mindset of going as fast as they can. And unfortunately, you get a lot of guys don't even want to satisfy a woman. And they think it's some good about that. They be saying that. I was like, okay, y'all don't be getting none. I'm going to say it like that. Because satisfying a woman is like putting $100 into a savings account and getting back $1,000 a month later. Seriously. They the ones be cooking for you, be real cooperative, doing whatever. Getting on their knees for you. Letting you have your thing. And I'm like, damn, give them that. But part of it is taking your time with them. Take your time. Because a lot of times men rushing so much, but you ain't getting the full pleasure of it. Like, okay, I've talked about Tantra a lot, but I haven't really got into it. A big thing with Tantra is taking your time. Staying in the moment and really feeling that pleasure in your body. See, that's the thing. A lot of guys don't really be feeling so busy. They might feel a little bit in their genitals, but you can feel it all over taking your time. Admire. Throw that woman, when you get on the bed, don't just jump on it right away. Sit there and shine your light on her. Shine your light. Just look her up and down nice and slow. Take your time with that, right? Make her feel all that pleasure. Now, like I said, you got some guys, hey, I don't want to make them feel pleasure. I guarantee their sex counts are less than 5. And let me just say that it's less than 5. Because once you fill them up with that pleasure, once you fill up a woman with that pleasure, she gives and gives and gives to you. She actually gives 3 times what you gave her. But the thing is, you got to take your time. Take your time with it. Because then you getting the pleasure. That's when that woman get to that point. She'll lick you all over your body. She'll start from the top of your head. When I say all over, I mean all over. Because you put it in that way. She goes into a light trance. She very cooperative. And then after all that, you say, baby, I want a ham sandwich. All right, I got it cooking, baby. Seriously, just take your time. Take your time. In fact, you can count the orgasms, and then that woman's always coming to you. Because seriously, when we talking, let me get back into that cheating. What women cheat for? They cheat for sex, y'all. I don't care what they say publicly otherwise in a mixed group, and they'll say, well, the guy didn't do this. He's like, he ain't turn them out. You turn them out. That's what the true guys who are getting women doing. They turning the women out. They giving the woman the impression They're going to take their time. They ain't rushing everything. They'll sit there. They really making love to her. And that's what the woman looking for. When she choosing a man, she's looking at his sex appeal. She's trying to ascertain if he's going to be that type who really going to give her some good, like really good. And that's some wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And yeah, some women, they depending on the situation, they'll deal with that guy one time. Only time a woman will like just stay with that guy like full time if he got money or something like that. Because some guys think, well, if I just got money, and some women, yeah, they'll deal with him for that. But then that pool boy come good, or how it used to be, and this ain't some old new thing. Shit, back in the day, it used to be the milkman. It used to be that backdoor guy, the husband go to work, and then that backdoor man hopping over the fence. Because that'd be the one. That one guy don't have a job in the neighborhood, but he always walking through the neighborhood with a pep in his step. And he seemed to know all the ladies. Because he's giving them that good. One of the main things is taking his time. Now, like I said, yes, that's giving her great pleasure, but it's giving you great pleasure as well. Because think about it. Now, this is part of a tantra thing. You penetrated the woman and everything. Shoot, you doing all that friction sex. You feel very little, to be honest. Because you so focused on the ejaculation, which is technically separate from an orgasm. But if you take your time, at least on the first stages of it, boom, you feeling a lot. And then you taking her to a higher level. Now, there does come a point where you do need to go straight Klingon, but that's usually at the 5th level of her orgasm. And she'll let you know. She'll encourage you. She'll start cursing at you and be like, that's all you got. And that's after 20 minutes. In fact, and then you start going harder, and then she's like, oh, and then just say, how's this, baby? And if she just shake her head, that's when you got her. If she can have a coherent conversation, though, you still got some work to do. Because what happens is the more pleasure a woman feels, she comes out of her left brain, which controls talking, and goes into her right brain. She goes into her right brain. And her right brain doesn't talk. It just responds, Or she might just be there, kind of open her mouth slightly. Like, that's something to look for, fellas. It's like, say y'all doing their mouths closed and everything. And that's why she's looking at you. Like, pay attention to her reactions, because a lot of guys, they don't realize it. They think they doing something, but somebody else doing something else. She give you the missionary or, that maybe transactional sex or something, but then that guy she lusting, oh yeah, she giving them everything, Then she taps out. But it's got to take your time. And like I say, that's a main part of Tantra. Because one of the things with Tantra stays in the moment. And you bring in full pleasure. That's just minor, but you feeling it all over. You feeling it all over your body. She feeling it all over her body, right? She feeling it all over her body. So, she. Take your time. I remember a woman had to give me that lesson when I was in my early 20s. Ron was doing that like fast, and she was like, take your time. Take your time. I took my time. I was like, am I taking it? Is it good for you now? She was like, she couldn't talk. I told you, she can't talk. And eventually, yeah, you want to get them to at least, you want to get them to the high level orgasm, right? And then you got the woman. But otherwise, you do that other stuff, and if she might hang out with you because you spending some money, rest is, I put it like this. If you that type who say, well, I ain't taking my time, I'm just going to get mine, her pleasure don't matter. All right. She's still staying with me. Rom, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right. Double back home one day. Or if you get a chance, go through her phone. Or if you really press, maybe follow her one day. And if she has some house in some decrepit hood, and some like 6'2" muscular dude with a bunch of prison tats. She go to some door and a prison dude in some prison tats asked in the door. Don't say I didn't tell you. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to you. Peace.